true story, man. I just wanna tell you guys cause this shit fucking happened, bro. This was some fucking real shit that happened. God is real. I was broke, had to pick myself up. Money wise, head wise, had to read between the lines. Baby mama's family laughing at me cause I pulled up with no ride. I got a car, I'm doing my best. Fucked up from all the stress. I wanted to tell them, yell them, but I just walked away. Cause ain't no help in explaining anyways. They probably understand, just don't care. Like the rest of the world, they ain't there. They don't know me like you do. It's me, it's you, the one that's always been there and always stuck it through the storms and the struggles. I know we wanna die sometimes, it just seems too much. When you was looking at those pills, knife up to your wrist, contemplating life the day you see your kid. He gives you hope every time that you see him, but when you go without, feel so fucked up that you could leave him. What a piece of shit. What a piece of shit. So glad I called my boss before I popped the pills or slit my wrist for reals. That took me to work, and that day this man had to say the most beautiful thing you ever heard. The most beautiful picture you ever seen. What's in it? The contrast, lights and darks, admit it. Wife massacred, dad murdered at 14. Alcohol fiend, but when he looked at the story of the killer, his visions grew clearer. He said, what makes life great is pain, shame mixed in with all the great life moments that make you deeper than most of these shallow things. I sat with some presidents, survived Vietnam, and now I live in this cabin looking at the stars, and I got a wife 20 years young. It was crazy cause not that long ago I was crying to God, ready to leave this world. I looked up how to kill myself. I clicked into a site, it told me to give myself to God. I prayed to him, dear God, I'm killing myself. I hand me over to you, do with me what you wanna do. And right there I looked at my pills and stopped, picked up the phone and I got it unlocked. Scrolled through my contacts, made a few calls and never got a call back. And then I called my boss, told him how I was feeling. He dropped it all, came and got me, took me to work. And then when I met this old dude who told me the story, yeah, he told me this story. The most beautiful picture you ever seen, what's in it? The contrast, lights and darks, admit it. Wife massacred, dad murdered at 14. Alcohol fiend, but when he looked at the story of the killer, his visions grew clearer. He said, what makes life great is pain, shame mixed in with all the great life moments that make you deeper than most of these shallow things. I sat with some presidents, survived Vietnam, and now I live in this cabin looking at the stars, and I got a wife 20 years young. And so tonight as I go to sleep I'm praying to God, not the devil, cause it's not hope, it's an understanding. Bad times make good and good times make bad. Put it together and what do you have? The most beautiful picture you ever seen. What's in it? The contrast, lights and darks, admit it. Wife massacred, dad murdered at 14. Alcohol fiend, but when he looked at the story of the killer, his visions grew clearer. He said, what makes life great is pain, shame mixed in with all the great life moments that make you deeper than most of these shallow things. I sat with some presidents, survived Vietnam, and now I live in this cabin looking at the stars, and I got a wife 20 years young. And that's the story that all happened today. I just wrote the song for that cause it was fucking crazy, and it was like, it just blew my fucking mind, bro. I was suicidal, I was ready to fucking slit my wrist or take pills. I had fucking so many pills, bro. I had like 3-4 bottles of pills. I was about to take them, and I just fucking, I looked up how to do it, and then I fucking clicked suicide. It told me this prayer, and I said the prayer because I was just like, fuck it. And I was crying while I said the whole prayer, bro. And I put everything into that shit. And I called some people and no one answered. And I called my boss and he took me to work. And that's when I met this guy. And at the end of this story, he said, I don't know why I've only done this thing 10 times. He said, I've only said this story 10 times, but I feel like I need to say it right now. And it was the fucking craziest shit because you really did need to say it, and I really needed to hear that.